All right, gentlemen, Terrence Popp here with another episode from the Lair. And yes, I did get a haircut. It was looking a little long and was out of rags, so I had him saw some of it off. All right, got an interesting set of questions here and opinions, so we're just going to jump right in. Okay, what is your take on the wide variety of genders? All right, I covered a video on this. I don't remember what it's actually called. They all blur together. But one of the problems, because what that's causing this is basically there's no men in the home anymore. There's no role model. And, if you don't have an anchor point to anchor down to, you're gonna get sucked out to sea. And if you have nowhere to navigate from, you're gonna basically go into life lost in the sauce. So, yeah, I mean... do I think there's multiple genders? No, there's two, and there's M and F. And what basically happened here with all this crazy variety of genders, from my opinion, is people getting their give a shits, give a dams, and give a fucks all mixed up. So when, there's only two genders, M and F, and if you give a fuck about that, then yeah, there's only two. But if you give a fuck about the space between the two, then yeah, you're spending your fucks unwisely. It's not working out too good for you. What is your take on workouts and what do I do? I do mainly cardio now. I'm old, so I usually do a lot of sprinting, long distance running, and I hit the heavy bag. It's all high impact cardio shit. And what is the hardest part of my workouts? That would be the physical pain afterwards. Yeah, because that's what happens when we get old. Your joints fucking hurt like fuck. Here we go. Your show is very divisive, and I have no idea why it's allowed to continue. I don't really know what you mean by divisive. I just call it as I see it. I don't really add any of my opinions into a lot of shit. I just tell it how it is. And if you find that divisive, then you probably are a person who does not believe in free speech, which is a bedrock right of this country. And let's hope it doesn't go away anytime soon. So I can continue to spout this and piss you off because I don't give a fuck. All right. Are you aware that in Sweden and the surrounding countries, there's even more separation in jobs and sex in regards to their careers? I reviewed this, and you're absolutely correct. In Sweden and the surrounding countries, they're very, they're supposedly equal for both sexes, and apparently women are gravitating to certain professions while men are going to other ones without any outside interference. So a lot of these theories out there that sex and gender are social constructs basically go out the fucking window, and people who believe in that shit are idiots. So it is what it is. And there's actually a perfect reason right here. How many women play in the NFL? None. How many play in the NBA? None. Okay, I mean, even on the golf circuits, how many are like competing at the against Tiger Woods and guys of his quality? That's a very low impact sport. None. I'm sure there are a few that could come up and give them a good run for their money, but it's not happening because in the real world, men and women are made differently, and that is just a biological fact. And your little hurt feelings don't mean shit to me, and they don't mean the shit to the way you're designed. You are what you are, so fuck you. Okay, what is my opinion on that one chick who got punched in the face by the so-called neo-Nazi at Berkeley? I seen the video, and she's probably 120 pounds soaking wet, and she did punch that guy in the face pretty much simultaneously. So it was a mutual combat, and she basically, fucked up and decided to, fight a man using one of his three dimensions, which, men are usually excel at, which is strength, speed, and endurance. And for this woman to actually come close to competing against that, you have to use your own three dimensions. You need to be quicker, more accurate, and fucking absolutely ruthless. And that is the only way women can compete on a one-to-one with men. Seriously, I mean, it is what it is. You can get mad all you want. I don't care. Okay, this guy writes on, how did I get so close on so many of your videos? Dignity Siphon, Backburner Blues, Slingback Effect, and there are many more. And a lot of these are dead ringers for shit that happened in my life. Well, wisdom is seeing patterns, all right? And I've seen a lot of these patterns up close, or people who are close to me, or soldiers that served with me and underneath me. If you can see the patterns, you can predict behavior. And, I've seen these particular patterns many times, and I made the videos to warn guys like you that there's somebody out there who actually gives a fuck that you guys are getting fucked over and trying to keep you from doing it again. And advice, you're asking for advice. All right.
Okay, I have a girlfriend and have been with her for 5 years. Lately, she's been very distant, and my gut is telling me something is going on. How should I go about investigating this?
Okay, well, one, you can simply come out and ask her if, she's getting service on the side from somebody else. All right. When you get that answer, it's gonna be all fucked up. You're gonna be hurt by it. It's gonna be bad. But if you're like me and you want to know what's going on, then you have her fucking car fucking traced with the GPS from fucking space, and then you could piece it together there. So, and it's gonna hurt like shit when you find out. And I'm pretty sure if your gut's telling you that some shit's going on, she's getting her tonsils buttered, or, getting some extra clam chowder down below. And I hope you don't put your face in that, but you probably already have. So, and it's going to basically rip your heart out through your asshole. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm not here to save your feelings. So, it is what it is. I hope that maybe it's like some, very innocent shit, but it sounds to me like you're going to get the I need space with you, without you in it speech. So get ready for that. And also, don't smoke yourself over this. 2 years from now, you're gonna laugh this off the stage.
I was appalled at you telling that young man to quote unquote unfuck his life. That was cruel and vicious.
Well, is it? No. You're being short-term mean to be long-term nice. Now, I'm not going to mention this particular individual's name, but, he moved into my house when my sister got divorced, and he basically laid around for an entire year and didn't do shit. So, I relayed to him in no uncertain terms that when I return in 3 weeks, you will have a job, and I'm not fucking around. Well, I came back in 3 weeks, he didn't have a job. So I basically flipped his bunk and threw him out of the fucking house, gave him a pen and paper and said, go out to the main street over there, turn left, and put a job interview for every place you walk by. And I am happy to say he's been working almost full-time for over 2 years now. And he pays his bills, and I don't have to get in his shit. Because, that's what good men do. When people are fucking up, you step in and unfuck them. Are you afraid your children are going to see your channel? No, they've already seen it. How can you say such horrid shit? I would be mortified if my father did what you are doing. Okay, with that word mortified, either you're a chick or you're gay. All right, usual men don't use that word. So, yeah, my children have seen the channel. Do they watch all my videos? Probably not. They probably won't tune in and watch them until years from now after I'm taking a long dirt nap. But it is what it is. And, this is like a typical shaming language, how I should just shut up and just, put up and shut up and, not say anything about it, even though it's fucked up from the floor up. So, yeah, woman who sent this, fuck you. And what female trait do I value the most? None. Because I know women's nature, and sooner or later, if the right circumstances are presented to a particular female, they will stick a knife in your back and fuck you over. They do it a large majority of the time, and so yeah, you want me to say honesty, loyalty, trust. You don't get that. You don't get that from women for the most part. At least all the women I've run into in my almost half a century of life. So it is what it is. So anyway, gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. And we're going to call this quits for the evening. I just wanted to put this out there that I do this show and the other Redonkulas stuff because it's therapy for me. And it makes me feel better. And I am glad that some people sent me some letters stating that it basically saved their lives, that they weren't the only one going through this horse shit that's known as the Western world. And if I can save but one person, then this is all worth it. And guess what? It is. So have a good evening, gentlemen.